Hey, I'm Tariq. Welcome to the show.
And I'm Alexia. We hope you all had a great Halloween and ate a lot of candy. Thanks for sending in your picture.
Right into it then. On the topic of national news, November 4th is now infamous. The group Antifa is reportedly planning a widespread protest across the United States. I must stress that this claim has been dismissed as fake news by some and said to be true by others. But what is Antifa, you might be asking? Well, Antifa stands for anti-fascist, and its goal is to battle fascism in America. Of course, I and everyone in Ram Studio News who knows of Antifa has their own biases. With that said, some call this group a domestic terrorist group, others praise its actions. All that I can say to be as neutral as possible is that Antifa has been responsible for multiple violent protests in America. On the day of President Trump's inauguration, more than 200 people were arrested for inciting a riot in Washington, D.C. Many of these people aligned with Antifa. In Berkeley at the University of California, Antifa activists smashed windows and set fires, said Sarah Ganim and Chris Welsh, CNN. The protests leading to the cancellation of Milo Yiannopoulos and Ann Coulter as speakers. I will assume you've heard of the tragedy at Charlottesville in which a 20-year-old man, James Alex Field Jr., drove into a crowd of people, injuring many and killing one. This was during a Unite the Right rally. Antifa came to protest. Designating one of the two groups as the catalyst is irrelevant. Both the white nationalists and Antifa came to Charlottesville with full knowledge of what would happen. Antifa is extremely infamous across the world by this point, and November 4th could be a day of even more infamy or simply a rumor. This is only to inform Maricopa High School what Antifa is and what it has done.
With all this new information, all we can do is wait for the 4th and hope that everyone is safe and out of harm's way. As Tariq said, everyone has their own opinions about Antifa, and with that comes such controversial and debatable topics. Here at Maricopa High School, we have our very own club for debating and formal argument, JSA. Here's a package about just that from Hunter and Gavin.
JSA is nonpartisan, it's a politics club, it's a debate club, it's a little bit of everything. It's all about getting involved in our community, which is something that every student has an opinion on, and definitely is something that they can get involved in for sure.
So JSA is the largest student-run organization in the country. We have a whole bunch of chapters all around the nation itself.
Well, you're probably wondering what's going on with JSA right now, so here it is.
So the mini-con is basically a mini convention, and it's kind of practice for what we're going to go into in December. On December 9th and 10th, we're going to a convention called Fall State in Tucson near the University of Arizona, and we will be debating and having like thought talks and philosophical chairs.
If you are interested in joining JSA, you can report to Mr. Goodwin's room or room 267. And that's all we have for you. Back to the studio, Rams.
If you thought that seemed interesting, join JSA on Thursdays and discuss important subjects with fellow students. In other school-related news, last Friday was the last football game of the season, and Maricopa won with a score of 21-20. Plus, our Lady Rams made it to the playoffs in volleyball. Good job, Rams.
In regular old school news, new picture retakes are this Friday. If you'd like a retake, go to your English teacher to receive a pass. On Saturday the 4th, the SATs are coming to town, so please don't forget to study. And if you didn't know, our theater company is doing a production adapted from the Shakespearean play, Taming of the Shrew. It opens next Thursday. Here's a package from Madison to give you a little insight of what to expect.
Hi, my name's Colin. I play Petruchio in Taming of the Shrew.
Hi, my name is Aiden Curtis, and I play Katarina in Taming of the Shrew.
Well, Taming of the Shrew is a play written by Shakespeare, and it's about a love story, I guess.
So basically, Katarina, the character that I play, is a young woman living in Mexico, and she's very loud-mouthed, she's very opinionated, so all the townspeople call her, like, Shrew.
Taming of the Shrew is originally by William Shakespeare, and it's a battle of the sexes. Basically, there's a woman who nobody wants to marry. Everyone wants her sister, but the younger sister can't get married until the older sister is wedded, and so along comes a man named Petruchio who just wants money, and so he says he will take on marrying the older sister who is deemed to be the Shrew.
Petruchio is very different in the fact that all of my roles before were very serious, and if not serious, I was very nonchalant.
I've never been a lead before.
There's some things in this play that I think are still universal, such as negotiating relationships, having people who maybe don't quite see eye to eye in relationships, and they have to figure each other out, be patient with each other, and ultimately in the end, there's a line that one of the characters says that you showed me kindness and compassion, and I think we could all use a little bit more of that in our world.
I like Greenio because it's kind of like one of the more like comic reliefs of the show.
Either Lucentio or Petruchio. Petruchio because he's funny, Lucentio because he's a stand-up guy.
Girls who are supposed to be quiet so they can get married, they are going to actually literally be quiet and communicate through sign language. The one who doesn't, who refuses to be quiet like that, is the shrew.
The wooing scene with Kate and Petruchio.
It's Act 2, Scene 2. That's the wooing scene, when I woo Katarina.
So our show dates are November 9th, 10th, and 11th, and the time is at 7 p.m. On November 11th, we also have a matinee show at 2 p.m. Tickets are $5 at the door, and this is in our Performing Arts Center main stage.
Make sure to attend the show and support the theater company. As always, clubs are JSA and track for today, Salsa, Lean Crew, Robotics, Hiking, and Chief Officer Club tomorrow. Also, club pictures are on Friday. Contact your club advisor to get a pass for your specific time. That's all we have for today. See you next week, Rams.
Thanks for watching. Stay away from people in trench coats. Bye-bye.